gaming bets. We accept bets on computer games online since 2011. Referral system for regular users and the first deposit bonus. Gaming devices store and the best choice of payment systems. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, Counter-Strike and StarCraft, World of Tanks and League of Legends. EGB.com. You know for sure who's going to win.
G2A.com, the best video game store ever! Fast as lightning, solid as a rock, cheap as duck! What's more, you can sell on it because it's also a marketplace. Remember G2A.com, the best video game store ever!
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I don't know, I gotta do something.
Hi.
So, how's it going?
It's going well. You know, I had a wonderful morning.
Tell me about your day.
I started off with eggs and bacon. I didn't actually. I started off with a chicken teriyaki sub. Is how I started my day.
That is the caster life there, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have a breakfast. Actually, I get breakfast, but it's like...
My breakfast was at 4 p.m.
My breakfast was at 12:30.
See, he's closer to a normal body clock time.
And it was actually breakfast. Eggs, toast.
See, he's
stuff
eating.
like that.
He's eating well. For everyone that wonders how I got fat, it's because I eat like poorly.
It's okay, Toby. You're getting rid of that fat.
You know, it's
join me at the gym.
It's just like I know I'm not joining you at the gym. That's the reason why I bought my dumbbells at home and I'm getting my other stuff at home. I'm actually so much more motivated to do it when I'm at home.
It's fine as long as I keep harping you about it.
Well,
and,
yeah,
and you actually do something about it. Because if you're doing something about it, then that motivates me to do something about it.
I am doing something about it.
I'm
not doing something about the diet though, which is probably like a big portion of it right there.
I mean, dieting is the fastest way to lose weight.
Yeah, I don't want to diet. Like I'm not going to be like that girl from Thomas Crown Affair that's just drinking these like sushi shakes every morning.
Just cut out the shit. You know, cut out the real bad shit.
Yeah,
substitute it with slightly less bad shit.
That's the plan.
I think that's kind of like the men version, the overall men version of dieting.
Yeah,
I think most men don't really go on diets, like true diets. We're just kind of like, I'll stop eating so crappy all the time.
You know, maybe I will have a salad every now and then. Instead of having the side of chips, I'll have the side of salad.
Maybe I won't have 3 monsters a day.
I like Blitz's diet. I'm gonna stop drinking like soda beverages, but I'll still eat at Hungry Jack's every day. Sorry, Burger King.
Yeah,
Burger King.
5 seconds.
That's
Don't say Hungry Jack's.
I mean, one last thing about dieting. That is probably the fastest way to lose some fat is just get rid of sugar.
You know the best way to lose fat, everyone? Just get sick. It all just strips off your body.
Yeah, just go get AIDS, you know? It's all good.
I'm not saying that.
Anyway, we have a Zeus for a pick.
A common cold is enough. We don't have to go to like a life-threatening disease.
Anyway, we have a first pick Zeus, followed by an Invoker and Earth Spirit. Well, we will now see whether or not the Invoker is still OP. I think so.
Yeah. It's interesting to see it because we talked about like the weakness in his early laning phase. And now he's up against the Zeus. So the whole harassing out of the lane kind of thing up against the Zeus is probably not going to be possible anymore. Power Rangers still do not want to see that Chet on the field.
Dire team banned.
I'm surprised. Well, I'm actually wondering if we get to see the Lifestealer again today. We have 4 Team Liquid games coming.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
The chance is fairly high that we're gonna have a Lifestealer game today.
4 games of Liquid. I'm sure at least one of those will be a Lifestealer pickup.
There's gonna be Lifestealer, and this may actually be a day where we see 6 Earth Spirits.
Because the thing is, there was not enough hubbub on social media that teams...
Yeah, how did no one make a Reddit thread or
I don't know.
a huge amount of memes created from that? It was so crazy.
I don't know.
Like the best one
10
came out
seconds
from
remaining.
Kuro himself, where he's just like, I just want to be an ancient.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
So
remaining.
there was not necessarily enough social media pushback from that to make teams aware
Reserve
potentially of what was going on there. So, you know, it could be one of those 2 teams that they're facing gets duped at one point with a Lifestealer last pick when they're not prepared for it. Might lose the game from there.
They had to be looking though. Like they had to have some kind of like. Let's check out the previous games of these guys. What do they do? A Lifestealer jungle. Yeah. Interesting. If they didn't look beyond that, then yeah, they're gonna get anciented. And, it looks like the boys in blue. And now going to be the Tornado Roxas lineup. Ancient Apparition. There's been multiple drafts where we've talked about how Ancient Apparition could fit in nicely. And then we got to the 4th or 5th pick and we're just like, this isn't going to fit in nicely at all. And now we get a first 2 pickup for the AA. Nothing got changed on him to bring him in, but...
No.
I'm just wondering if this now Rock's going for the full global. Because that's what it used to be. Like you'd have you'd have an Aegis Prophet in the pool as well. You'd have your Spectre, your Zeus, your Ancient Apparition, and I think the last one was just something like a Nyx Assassin. So you would Vendetta run around to give the initial information to
Radiant
go for the ganks.
team pick.
If you didn't want to just rely on the Spectral Horn. Or it was like a Whist Tiny, you could sub in and out as well.
I'm just kind of thinking about why they wouldn't have picked up the Spectre. 1-2 again. Maybe they feel like the Earth Spirit just puts too much pressure on the laning phase. And then combined with like an Exort Invoker.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Maybe they just want to try
remaining.
something different and unusual.
Yeah, that could also be. Maybe they feel like, okay, running Zeus
Reserve
Spectre is a bad idea. To do it like again, especially when you set it up on the first one too. We'll see. So some of the heroes that are good in this situation, Clockwork's actually not bad here as an offlaner, setting up the Ancient Apparition, aggressive hero that is a frontliner for Zeus to be able to combo off of. It prevents.
Would you just not get things like instantly like a Legion or an Abaddon? Like someone that makes it so the Bane is practically useless? That's where my head would go, at least for the 3rd pick.
They could run some sort of Abaddon dual lane as well. I don't know about Legion when you don't have the Spectre global. I feel like that's less likely. Obviously, it still combos well with the Ancient Apparition, but... I think it was also the supports that they had paired up with the Legion Commander were stronger. Skyearth Mage, I think, is better than Ancient Apparition.
Dire team pick.
This team fight's looking really good for Rocks as long as they have someone like a Puck that can keep everyone in position, but they've already got the Zeus for the mid, so it has to be somebody else.
Yeah, as long as they got that strong initiation. So part of the reason that I said Clockwork is that Clockwork builds Blade Mail, which is good versus Invoker, and his Battery Assault is good versus Earth Spirit. Because if you lock Earth Spirit in the cogs, there's like it's so unlikely that Earth Spirit gets out. You'd have to have both your Battery Assault ticks not hit the Earth Spirit, and you somehow aren't like close enough to the Earth Spirit that you block his rolling boulder. That's like the only way he escapes, and it's super unlikely. And then like Bane has a really long animation, so he's pretty good in that regard. But Clockwork has definitely fallen out of favor pretty majorly. So just for that fact, it seems unlikely. Power Rangers, in the meanwhile,
they're still missing their offlaner and their safe laner. Unless they're going to push the ES into a core roll.
10 seconds remaining. 5
Juggernaut's
seconds
not as good as I
remaining.
thought it was going to be. The Ancient Apparition counters your Healing Ward.
What?
Radiant team pick.
What? At least you don't have an illusion base hero that's going to get rid of the ward easily. That's one upside. Zeus, AA won't burst himself on Pugna because he's always going to keep his distance. The SK commits almost all of his mana when he's outside of range of the nether ward. Unless he gets really unlucky,
10
triggers the
seconds
epicenter.
remaining.
Actually, then again, no, don't you have it like when you hit the epicenter initially,
5 seconds
it burns the mana
remaining.
then? So you get hit by the
Yeah.
nether ward when you trigger it, and the channel
Reserve
time
time.
would then make you lose like 1 pulse before you could then blink in. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't be too critical against you.
Dire
Unless you
team
had the
back.
Aghanims. I was gonna call it.
What?
When you said an illusion-based hero, I was like,
You
Tornado
wanted-
Rock should pick up Phantom Lancer here.
You should have just interrupted me then, just so you could
Yeah,
be really smart.
I should have.
Yeah.
Because Diffusal Blade, Phantom Lancer
10
just
seconds
destroys
remaining.
this team. Earth Spirit, Bane, Pugna, Invoker, all of them
5
have
seconds
a
remaining.
wealth of mana pool for Phantom Lancer to chew through with his illusions. They don't have any
Radiant
clear
team
way to deal with the PL. Because I don't think they can run an aggro tri-lane against Phantom Lancer here. The reason I'm kind of questioning the Pugna is like, is this like safe lane Pugna where they get planning on doing some sort
10
of dual lane?
seconds remaining.
It seems unlikely they run anything aggressive though because they don't know what the tri-lane is.
5 seconds
When they
remaining.
picked up Pugna, all they knew was that the Ancient Apparition would be there. The Sand King could be
Reserve
off
time.
lane, in which case the two other heroes are completely wide open. What if you plan on running an aggro tri-lane and it's something absurd like Ancient Apparition, Visage, Grow Ranger, or something like that? You know, there's no way you win that.
10
Yeah.
seconds
And I'm fairly
remaining.
certain you still don't win that. PL is good in the laning phase because of
5
his
seconds
spamming
remaining.
of the lands. Ancient Apparition is obviously one of the kings, and we still have
Dire
yet to see
team
that other
pick.
hero. So
Judging by the Batrider ban, they believe that is an SK support. And the Doombringer, last ban out by Rocks. Why would...
it's a hero that locks down Phantom Lancer, brings some AoE to the table, especially when you go that Blink Shiva's route. Nice frontline hero, tanky. So they're assuming this is going to be a Pugna
10
safe
seconds
lane,
remaining.
and you're looking for an offlaner that can be on the front line. That's,
Spirit.
or not, whatever.
Radiant team pick.
Well,
I mean, I was just
this-
gonna, because I have no idea what PR are doing, so I'm just like rolling with whatever Tornado Rock's Kiss gave me. I'm like, okay, let's go down that bandwagon, Doom.
This could be like the dual lane they did with Spectre. Like, obviously it was the other shoe on the other foot kind of thing, but you could get away with like a Bane Ember off lane, and then run the Earthspear or Pugna safe lane, Invoker mid.
Maybe. Again, the problem is they still don't know where the Sand King
10
is,
seconds
right?
remaining.
Yeah. Well, you can look
if
towards
they
the middle of the
knew-
sandstorm, but that's it.
Yeah, if
5
they know the
seconds
Sand King's
remaining.
off lane, then that's okay, having the the whole Pugna or Spirit or whatever against that. It's pretty good. But
Hello,
it's
Legion.
not. Support, Sand King, Legion Commander against the Pugna, removes Decrepify, can remove the silence on someone else,
Removes the
removes
Fiend's Grip.
Bane, Fiend's Grip, and Nightmare.
Can stop the Ember Spirit, actually, just by having the duel against the Ember Spirit as well, can lock down Illidan so he can't just jump away to safety.
Yeah, potentially saves the whoever's being targeted by the Invoker with combination.
No, I can feel smart.
Yeah, I mean, Legion Commander was a great pickup here.
Interesting to see how well it's going to work, though.
I can't believe this team is running a Legion Commander twice in a row. And that Power Rangers just allowed themselves to have a lineup where Legion counters them. Like, it was a
10
a
seconds
great last pick.
remaining.
It's almost
What
like
was-
Pike
what
has
was their
actually
ban?
Ghost Sticks.
Bat Rider?
5 seconds
Yeah, Batrider was
remaining.
there initiated last time. Oh, you mean the last ban?
Yeah, the last ban from
Yeah, the
PR.
last ban was the Batrider.
I could see that. Bat Rider is obviously an excellent initiator on Ember and Pugna.
All right,
So-
so
Prepare
I
for
guess I
battle.
agree with that ban, but
Big Num has chosen wisely as far as his TP spot. So has Cheshire Cat. They both use TP scrolls to go out, and it's the defensive observer ward from Big Num in the lane. And Ghost Sticks is just trying to leg it
The hell?
With observers and sentries headed north, you wondering
The
about the ward
double
position?
TP out and ward? I've never seen that. I've always seen one support do it, but I've never seen two. You like that play from Bignum there? Sees the Legion commander coming in, battles him, but before he did that, he dropped his smoke. No information given.
Clever girl. The Flame Boys. Can't believe how high he can pop his
30
collar.
seconds
Invoker.
to go.
Is that even the collar anymore though? Because his collar is technically just the small little one.
Yeah, I got no idea what it is.
It's more like
Not a clothing aficionado, Toby.
I think it's more like shoulder pads gone horribly wrong. Like
Yeah.
someone just put too much starch in the Invoker's clothing, and it's just gone vertical.
You know what the Exort balls though always make me think of? They're little
Iris
Saurons.
Saurons.
Yeah, exactly. It was like they copied the
Yeah,
that exact image.
how is this not copyrighted?
Yeah.
Like that, it looks exactly like that. Just saying, boys. Lord of the Rings, we had it yesterday during a cast.
Yeah.
Invoker is obviously the mastermind behind Sauron. That's going to be just like Star Wars had some extended series. It'd be exactly the same way, won't it? Like
The
you
Lord
do
of the Rings extended universe. Is that what you're saying, Toby?
No, it's where you do like episode 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I don't want to say universe. Extended land, at least. Yeah, you do episode 3, 4, 5. Then he went back and did 1, 2, 3 for The Hobbit. And now there's going to be the release of
Jesus.
episode 7,
Alright,
where
I'm pretty sure.
Invoker is actually the mastermind behind everything.
I'm fairly certain Tolkien fans would be rolling in their graves if that happened.
Where Sauron was merely a puppet. Who gave him
No,
the
just
idea
in
to,
general.
to forge the rings?
No, the idea of having some sort of sequel to Lord of the Rings.
They did kind of wrap everything up, but they took a good
Dire's
hour to
top
wrap
tower
everything
is
up
under
in the
attack.
last movie.
What the hell is Offlane Pugna?
Offlane Pugna, this is the ISISI special. He was the one to do the offlane. Well, I don't know if he was the first one to do it, but he was definitely the one I remember or think of when I see an offlane Pugna.
I am not convinced that this hero should be an Offlane.
It's okay when you then have a concept to push. So like he leeches the levels until he hits level 5, and then you push him to the safe lane, and then you just nether blast down that top tier 1 tower of the Radiant side. Like that I believe was like at least the ISISI's timing of that hero. In this case, it's a little bit more off. Because Cheshire Cat's backing up. Now, there's no Cold Snap. In fact, you went Alacrity to make up for that lack of agility. And they're going to ball down his BZZ. Cheshire Cat, Nether Blast actually misses everything. And Rock's Kiss bring 4 hero to try and battle for that bounty rune. There's still the haste up on top, which Big Num can go up and steal now. So your starting build for the Invoker is 2 Fairy Fires as well as a Magic Wand. And he still feels the need to bring out an extra salve before his boots.
So I would say because they have a Pugna offlane, this puts a lot of pressure on Earth Spirit and Ember to be the do shit heroes. And it looks like they've already done something.
Well, shit is definitely being done. BZZ. And I press the attack all time just to run it out. But this is a Zeus who... Well, at least his bottle hasn't been denied. So he's still able to spam out a hell of a lot. For those that don't understand what I'm referring, look back at the resolution game from yesterday. Now, the ball. In they go again. Cold Snap. Keep that damage up into BZZ. Back behind the tower, but it's just not fast enough, that damage output. You'd almost want to say with the old Invoker that'd be possible.
I don't think there's any reason that Cold Snap should stretch that far. Tornado Rocks are doing a good job of controlling their bottom lane. They're really preventing the Pugna from getting anything. You have to make sure that if the enemy chooses a weak offlaner like this, you gotta punish it.
Gonna go again. Third ball's a charm. There's PZZ, there's your Cold Snap. Fairy Fire 1 consumed. It's Big Num. He's in a little bit too deep. There was no press the attack from the Legion Commander to help. She was in the neighborhood. But she's expended almost everything she's got to keep that farming going in the jungle. And don't you just love the build, Stout Shield, Iron Talon?
I guess so.
It's the dream, Cap. It's the dream.
BCZ is not having a good life. They're really trying to stop him from getting this rune, but oh, Big Num!
That was a long ball, really. Y'all's gonna get the Burrow Strike and Nass First Blood with a Chilling Touch. Amplified up the damage. It probably wasn't even necessary to get that kill, but either way, this Earth Spirit's really tried to have just as much influence as Roxkiss' one had in the early stages. Like, it was 3 rotations for 3 kills for Roxkiss in game 1. Off the back of that Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
And in this case, it's 4 attacks and 1 kill going to Roxkiss.
BZZ is impressing me with how calm he's being during this whole phase where he's just being dumped on by the Earth Spirit. Like, getting ganked up 3 times within the space of like 2 minutes, that's just so miserable for a mid laner.
But the fact he doesn't die and he's still got 19 CS, like, that's so huge.
Yeah, no, exactly. He's doing so great considering the amount of pressure they were putting on him. Hell, not even like diving for that rune at the bottom lane, knowing how essential it was for him to be able to get that rune. He didn't like dive in for it and get caught out by the Earth Spirit level.
Big Numb's gonna go again. BZZ walks up close so the boulder won't be able to hit, but they'll still kick him. Cheshire Cat's bringing the extra damage, but now in comes you press the attack. They can turn the damage. There is that level 2 overwhelming odds. And Power Rangers again fail the gank on the mid. And we're now at a point where BZZ almost has his arcane boots as well, so his ability to spam on that lane is even better. And maybe we should start looking at the safe laners. Like, the mid lane keeps happening. PR are committing so much to try and make this work, but Seedoy as well as Illidan are pretty neck and neck as far as their farm goes. Level's a little lower on the PL because he's sharing them with the SK at the moment. But the SK is also going to have a triple stack in a moment as well.
I think Ember Spirit should not be going...
You're thinking Battle Fury or BTs?
I'm not sure about the BTs here. Maybe, like, BTs are good for you because it means you can be in these fights constantly.
But it's if you want to take the fights.
I mean, I definitely do think that Illidan should be, like, that aggressive carry that he's known to be and try and force fights because I think they need something that creates space for a Pugna offlane. Because they're just going to have this hero that, like, doesn't really do anything for them if they just leave him be. You know, he's getting zoned out constantly. He's a squishy hero naturally. You're going to see him come into fights and he's going to be like, Nether Ward, and that's it. That's all he's going to do if they just leave him to have a bad laning phase. So I think they should try and, like, force some fights with the Ember and Earth Spirits. Those 2 gentlemen can just walk around fighting people pretty damn well. And Pugna can get, like, some safe lane farm or something like that.
Cedo needs an extra slot. He's just left a healing salve sitting in the middle of the lane at the moment. Because he didn't have a slot for it. But the support coming down to the bottom lane. There's a lot of pressure being applied now by the PL. And they already get a little bit of chip damage on that tier 1 tower. And with the Radiant Observer Ward down, they see Cheshire Cat coming to this bottom lane. In fact, Seedoy, he tried to rush himself up. He'll need 1 more lance in 2 seconds time, but I suppose you could just use the Zeus as well. And that keeps out Big Num's position. The lance onto Big Num keeps him low. The Spirit jump forward. Illidan's able to get the Syrian Chains, but Doppelganger, a very quick and easy way to get back out. Now you Burrow Strike plus the Sandstorm. The damage is too much for Illidan. The Cold Feet also proc. And Illidan, he's locked in position. Where's your Netherlands? There she flies. Illidan's going to lose his life on the rotation. And that balanced farm, that balanced equation of farm against the Ember as well as the PL, it has now been imbalanced.
Yeah, they just got real one-sided with that Phantom Lancer being able to be a part of 2 different kills, one of which he claimed the last hit. He's got 1100 gold on top of the Ring of Aquila and Bracer that he's already got.
It's also the fact the Ancient Apparition was involved in these fights, like multiple kills, and he's almost level 6. So all these initiations, the fact the Legion Commander has duel available, maybe we will see a duel earlier than the 20-minute mark like our last game.
Yeah, and think about how bad Pugna is going to be against Phantom Lancer that's farmed. You know, as soon as he gets that Diffusal Blade, there goes the 1 bit of peace of mind that Cheshire Cat has. Like, Decrepify then is no longer a good saving mechanism for him. He just runs at Cheshire Cat, burns him real badly with that Diffusal Blade. Decrepify isn't an answer, so Pugna just dies every time PL jumps him.
Well, they're getting a little aggressive here on the Legion, but has to be a little concerned coming underneath the tower like this, because if you start a duel, you may not have time for a TP burrow strike, but there is potentially the chance he could get caught out. I suppose you do still have your defensive spirit up next to the tower, so it's not as bad.
Ancient Apparition almost has
That level 6?
that level 6, in which case they should try and look for a kill with Ghost Stick. Now, part of the problem is Yoel's got this build where he went Tranquil Boot Soul Ring, so it really slowed down his Blink Dagger progression, but you kind of need him to roll with the Legion Commander in order to make sure that they get kills. Like, they don't have a strong initiator without Blink Daggers on either one of these heroes. So while you want to try and take advantage of that level 6 Ancient Apparition, and you want to try and get some early duels, I'm not sure they can. I think they have to sit back and farm. I think this actually may be another game where we see, 20 minutes in our first duel.
Could be possible. But Ancient Apparition, they can just throw an ulti into the mid. Like, all you gotta do is just Lightning Bolt and get the kill. Big Num sees it coming. And observe Warden Lane, let him see around the tree line. And he just went straight back to base. God, you almost hope for an Ice Blast snipe. Just walk a little bit further to the left, throw the Ice Blast back to base, and then Thunder God's Wrath. That may not even be enough damage, will it?
It's too difficult. Oh, well, with the Zeus Ultimate, I think it's enough, but it's too difficult to snipe somebody in
Dire's bottom tower is under
the
attack.
tower, because they always see it coming because of towers.
J4 is rotating down to the bottom lane. The tier 1 tower is already dropped, but it's the smoke gank from J4. So he can Nightmare the Ancient Apparition, or he can just start the Fiend's Grip. A PL, okay, the Sunstrike, Ancient Apparition, he is down. There was no saving grace from this one. Seedoy try and juke it out with a couple of the illusions. Ends up just attacking into Cheshire Cat with another Landsform. Thunder God's Wrath to give him that little bit of extra damage to find the kill and then move on to another target. His Lance up in 1 second time. He doesn't throw it off though. Cheshire Cat goes into the tree line and away. He'll cut his way through. And J4 is there just in case the Lance is thrown, because then he could have just gone in for something more like a Nightmare and stop it. But now BZZ also arriving onto that bottom lane, staring down Illidan, who cannot close the distance.
Yeah, they should definitely turn and fight. As soon as that Flame Guard's gone, the Ember Spirit is not a threat.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, and the Ice Blast Snipe! Oh, he misses it, but Bigna may still die. In fact, yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
Drop below 73.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Could have got a 2 with Cheshire Cat, but Cheshire Cat, they both saw it coming. They just didn't split fast enough.
And they created crap tons of space for the Legion Commander to farm. He's going to get this tower and have Blink Dagger by
12 minutes.
12 and a half minutes, yeah.
If you get every hit in the wave, then sure. In fact, he didn't even need it.
Yeah, just the last hit on the tower is good enough.
You can instantly TP scroll into that mid. The Dire Observer is now down there, which is what was scouting out the ganks of PR previously. So BZZ just does the chip, and in fact, Legion Commander went back home. Ether Lens is almost done for the Zeus. So his range is starting to increase. Yoel sitting at 1300 gold. So his Blink Dagger's going to be a little bit later. But you notice the item build here from the Ancient Apparition. No Arcane Boots, he's just rushing directly into the Aghanim Scepter for the Ancient Apparition. Not 100% certain how I feel about that. Because there's a lot of utility to come out from something as simple as Arcanes
or Force Staff. Like, there was these combat Ancient Apparitions that didn't actually bother worrying about Ags. This was immediately, like, in the new patch with Ice Vortex being buffed up so many times, people realize, man, if I just buff this up first and I'm constantly in these fights where Ice Vortex does have a large impact.
It's time to duel! Big thumbs down.
It's time to lose that duel.
The Ice Blast came just in case they did some help. Now it's going to hit the Invoker. So they get the duel, they push the tower. Okay, you're going up against a team with a Pugna that kind of wanted to be that pusher, but you notice the build of the Pugna. It's a complete counter team fight. A 1-1-3 build.
Oh yeah, I mean, they picked him for the Nether Ward, and that's the only reason he was picked, I guess.
Do you see the irony as well? The fact the only cosmetic item he's got is actually the Nether Ward of BZZ. That's the only cosmetic he's got. It's surprising considering all the BZZ stuff is basically nothing. It's free in the store. It'll drop in every game.
Pretty sure they will.
Eldon going for the jump. There's no duel. If they can wait this 5 seconds longer, they can actually get the duel in 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and duel it.
Winner.
That is perfect. Ghost Stick win from picking up his Blink Dagger by 12 minutes to winning 2 duels by 14 minutes.
He's got bonus 20 damage now. And then they push Seedoy to the top lane, but like, what's this Invoker meant to do? Okay, he finds the real Seedoy. The Forest Spirit's taking away a lot of the armor, but Jarl will now also arrive. Nether Ward or not, they just don't care. The Nether Ward's not doing enough damage to heroes which are already this farmed. And in fact, now they'll even be farmed up as well. That actually helps Jarl. Like, Jarl is this camp away from having his own Blink Dagger. This may be a very quick end to the 2-game series. After what was an over-hour game for number 1.
Power Rangers really screwed up the draft.
It seems... Yeah. Seems like the timing, like, if they got the ganks on the mid, it could have been very, very different. But they didn't work. Like, the Zeus kept surviving. Like, you almost want to put it down to just the fact that, like, BZZ has managed to evade so many of the initiations from Big Num. Jarl's in trouble. In fact, it's going to be now the 2nd kill of Power Rangers.
Kingdom is dust.
Getting a little over-aggressive there as the SK. Oh, wait, he didn't spend his money. Oh. He had money for a Blink Dagger, but he didn't spend it.
Whoops. Mistakes were made.
Middle tower is under attack.
Now they look to go into the mid. The Ice Blast is kicking in, but at the same time, the Earth Spirit initiates with the Magnetize, and oh my, PR! Finally they can get something going their way. They brought down the Ancient Apparition. The Legion Commander can't do jack because obviously Earth Spirit's the hero.
That was an amazing fight. Holy crap. Bignum finding the clutch opening there, and that just gave them back, it's like a 1,600 gold swing by itself, but like the kill on the Legion Commander, that was like 659 gold or something. Tornado Rocks were almost up by 10k by 15 minutes.
That was Illidan who got it too. Like, he only just picked up his Boots of Travel, and now he's got another 1,000 gold on him. This makes the Amber a real hero again. He's at the same net worth as the Zeus. He's still another 2,000 behind that of that of the PL. And the Diffuser Blade is still going to cause a lot of problems. Okay, they're TPing in. PL's the first one. Wants to break the trees and find Cheshire Cat in the trees, and is exactly what he does. They'll also reveal the fact that Nether Ward is here. While the rest of Rock's Kiss are on the hunt. But they're not finding their target yet. And Yol's getting very aggressive. Is that Ward? Yeah, it's just out of range.
Give the creep wave to Yol. Alright, he's got it. He's got the Blink Dagger once again. Not going to make the same mistake twice. And now, unfortunately, he did max out Sandstorm, so he doesn't have Epicenter yet. But I think that's okay.
Oh, looks like they did find Illidan. But he'll spirit himself out of it. Cheshire Cat drops the Nether Ward to try and stop the engagement.
Honestly, level 1 Epicenter is a little... I think Epicenter as a whole is perhaps a little bit underwhelming.
I can understand that.
I mean, if you think about it, right? You do a channeling in order to do 110 damage per second. Well, Sandstorm does 80 damage per second. You can have the same effect almost of just burrow striking and sandstorming immediately.
It's a lot cheaper and a lot more efficient time-wise. Illidan, oh, that Vortex scattered him out. They come in with the Ice Blast. Illidan, he's going to spirit himself away just in the nick of time.
Spirited away.
Why
is he being aggressive? What
I do not know. They waited for it. Now the Sandstorm. Well, the Deafening Blast will push him back. Yo, he's going to die here. Big Nun trapped in the tree lines. Legion Commanders try and chase him down. He'll turn back on that Blade Mail, and Big Nun will end up killing himself. It's the Zeus who actually gets a double kill. Full loss of Power Rangers. The Invoker retreats back out again. And now it will actually be a tier 2 tower on the bottom lane. They're coming with Catapult and all. I actually thought for a moment that was going to be like PR's fight after the Ember Spirit survived, and then he just went back in and got dueled, and it's like, no.
What the hell was Illidan doing?
Looking for an early night.
Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah.
Now that
is under
Diffuser
attack.
Blade is done, PR's in a
Radiant's
world of
top
hurt.
tower is under
Like
attack.
this is a 19-minute Diffuser Blade in the back of a BTP health. Like he's going to be anywhere and everywhere. You've got double blink initiations coming out from Rock's Kiss. The Ancient Apparition is now 1,200 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter. Even just as a support hero walking around with a point boost from Noga Club, he's quite difficult to kill.
He can purge off Flame Guard as well. So Ember Spirit's gonna have a hard time in these fights staying alive.
Oh my! Cedo, get out of this!
Oh, Cedo.
Cedo's in trouble! He wasn't ready for the kick.
Mistakes were made.
I think he also realized that he was probably dead after he used the Doppelganger to dodge the initial attack. So he didn't have another escape mechanism.
Blade Mail, Legion Commander. What is she gonna go
Radiant's
next?
top tower is under attack.
What did we have in the last game?
I think that was a little bit of a weird game. He with this like very spread out. Like he got BKB, he got Boots of Travel.
Oh, y'all. That timing. The Blink Burrow Strike forward as Illidan was the one to be aggressive. They catch out 3 heroes, and with the Magnetize, they start up the duel. The win is very, very quick, though. The Zeus barely... No, he doesn't survive. How? That's just fuck that.
Are you that angry about her spirit? Oh, what a hero.
That is so stupid.
I mean, they're still going to win. They're definitely still going to win.
Yeah,
Hey, Booker's
so
like,
far
deuces.
ahead.
Deuces, I'm out. Here's the haste.
Saving rune. God damn it. Come on.
Earth Spirit.
Radiant's
Magnetize is not a
bottom
thing.
tower is
It
under
is not a
attack.
thing. I think I actually broke the mouse. J4 is dead. Alright, I just changed the sensitivity on it by
Radiant's bottom
accident.
tower is under attack.
I don't think
Next
the
thing you
mic
know, you're
picked
going to
that
punch
up.
a monitor.
Oh! Oh, really? Really?
Who was that? Who punched the monitor?
That was Demon back at SMM back in 2012, I think it was. Maybe 2011.
Radiant's bottom tower.
That was when
has
EG
been
raged
denied.
so hard because they had the blue screens of death at SMM. When the big tornado ended up wiping out the entire computer bank that they had prepared for that
Oh, was
land
it a
final.
tornado? Oh, I didn't know about
It-
that.
it-
All
it
I remember
was-
was there was some drama.
There was basically a huge flood that was caused by a tornado level storm.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it completely destroyed every single machine at that event. And it was the MYM team that was there. That was back when Fear was playing for MYM. Yeah. And they had a game up against Myth Trust, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the admins basically ruled, because the blue screen happened, there was no save game file, they ruled the fact that it should be a complete remake after MYM got a 13-minute Radiance on a lone druid. And MYM's just like, this game was ours. Like, you know nothing about Dota, and then they chose not to turn up the next day. Which was at that point when Mythtrust came in and said, like, we never knew there was a problem about this.
Oh, that's right. They said they would have given up the game, right?
Yeah, they actually said like
Yeah.
they wanted to like they actually wanted to give the victory to MYM.
Yeah.
So then they played their other games, but then MYM didn't turn up and they couldn't play any of their other games. So yeah.
I remember. I was like, "There's some sort of funny ending about this story," but I couldn't quite remember what it was.
That's the fact, because they raged so hard, and when the other team basically was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" Whoop! That's quick. Yeah. Yeah, that was a long time ago. I'm fairly certain that there was a monitor that was definitely punched during that period of time.
Good story, Toby.
Almost as good as the CS story with the Na'Vi players. I think it was the Na'Vi players kicking out the monitor the monitor cables or the power cables. Goodbye. Well, he escaped top. He doesn't escape bottom.
I mean, I don't wanna make any presumptions here, but I feel like Illidan is very frustrated with this game. And
He is
with
2-5 at it.
Power Rangers as a whole.
These duels just keep going. There's 62 bonus damage on a Legion Commander already. When his press the attack comes off cooldown, he could just attack into this. Now you've already got a Shadow Blade Blink Daggering Legion Commander, so that answers our question on that front.
Easy pick off on support. Pugna. Hell, with the Zeus Ultimate, actually, he can kill almost anybody solo.
Dire's middle tower
They're
is
gonna have
under
a
attack.
really early hard on Seedoy too.
Is he actually going directly? Yeah, he is going directly hard. I thought he might have gone for something more like Commander style. Because there's a lot of things that he can break free of.
Yeah, there's a lot of AoE, so I think he's just kind of like, you know, my illusions are going to die pretty quickly. I just want to make sure that I survive. If I buff this up, that some of that AoE doesn't instantly kill my illusions, that's a nice side benefit as well.
I suppose too, with like, in fact, yeah, the PR can't kill off these illusions. Rox could just push with illusions uphill. Like if he finishes the heart, then goes into the mantle, or if he goes directly into a butterfly, where it happened again. Legion Commander just survives the Sunstrike, but that's a that's another kill onto the Ember Spirit, and another dual kill as well. 62 bonus damage now for the Legion.
All right, so Tornado Rocks have now returned to their almost 10k gold lead. See if they throw it. Yeah, because that gold graph is like, it was almost 10k. Okay, maybe it wasn't that close to 10k. It looks like it was more like 8k, 8,500. But by 15 minutes, that's really fast.
All it needs to happen, man, is Rox gets group up as 5, and then they get magnetized.
And then they almost hit 10k by 18 minutes or something, then lost that round. Now they're almost at 10k again.
Give them time, anything is possible.
Yeah, they've got the Ags coming in. Oh, an Arcane Rune for Zeus. Why the hell not?
Nothing like slowing everything down. Or speeding everything up, I should say. It goes the other way. This Legion Commander, she can make so many openings on this map. Even what the Ancient Apparition did previously. Like, he threw an Ice Blast up into this rough area, thinking maybe a PR hero would make their play there. And Y'all was sitting over in the tree line. So if the Ice Blast connected, then Y'all initiates. And now,
here we go.
Oh, Y'all, he initiates the other way around. He goes after Eldon with a Thunder Strike of the Thunder God's Wrath. He finds the kill. The Legion is at least kept out of this fight, but now it's time to let J4 survive. Let J4 survive so they can duel.
Go stick once more. He knows he can catch Bignum.
And he's got him.
Got him. Easy.
They may even just tap out before they lose like their tier 3 towers.
I mean, honestly, I felt like Power Rangers were halfway tapping out 10 minutes ago with the way that they were playing, mostly Illidan.
Their only hope is this Invoker. Like, he's the only one who's having a real presence on the map. The Ember is just... Like, you get your pickups on your BTs, you instantly get involved in 2 kills. You're thinking, yes, my game as an Ember cannot be stopped. And then everything grinds to a halt. And in fact, Rox gets a forcing an issue already into the tier 3 tower. They burn the fortification too. So next time Rox push, it will be for real.
I just like seeing an Invoker get punished for attempting to do Roshan solo. That's like one of my fetishes towards it.
Doesn't even have a medallion. Zeus is in trouble though. Where's that support? Zeus goes down. Y'all's in the neighborhood. He's going to go inside a sandstorm. As the Ice Blast flies forward, can end up chilling up 2 heroes at least. But they start the duel over on Illidan. Y'all's got a Burrow Strike he can lend for the extra damage, but the Legion's already won the duel before the Burrow Strike does connect. This Legion has 90 bonus damage now. It's just mounting up.
Yeah, once you get over like 100 damage, you've entered like carry territory. Once you've got free 100 damage relatively early on in the game, you know it's just naturally going to snowball. You'll see a Legion Commander by like 40 minutes with like plus 200. Just like a free Divine Rapier kind of sitting there.
So actually, that's exactly what I just checked. I'm just like, I gotta check out how much damage, like exactly a Divine Rapier is. Sunrise Sunstrike scouting.
Double damage.
The walk in. By doing so, the PL did just reveal himself. But you have a double damage Legion Commander with all of that bonus dual damage as well. It's
yeah, the Ember's not dead for long, but he's dead long enough that they can take Roshan with a DD.
We're coming down with Big Num. Like, he could start a kick right now, which could stall him up. Another Sunstrike on the way, but a blink, Fire Strike, the Ice Blast is coming. Earthspirit's going to get hit perfectly by this, and now allow Ghostic to just doppelganger himself up. They get rid of the Netherwards so the fight can continue. But they're split up so much, like J4 dies on the other side of the trees. He actually had observers and sentries down there. He's going to lose both thanks to that lightning bolt that killed him, revealing the positions of them. But this should just be a simple push to victory. Like, you got a Heart and an Aegis the Immortal on a PL, and he buys a Blink Dagger just for good measure. So he can stop the Invoker's push on the top lane. And in fact, they actually they bring in the SK as well. They need a stun to make this work. So with double blinks, the Burrow Strike, they just slide in. Then they go for the Epicenter as well, the Invoker. You can keep running the damage. They've got to follow the cold feet. And they won't find him. He hides in the tree lines with his BTs on cooldown.
That's when you start getting so far ahead, you get like a little bit sloppy, and you're just like, yeah, you think we got this? Yeah, we got this. Whatever. You know, I'll use Epicenter. I'm sure he'll die.
How unlucky is this ward? They put down the sentry, but it's a millimeter away from seeing that Radiant Observer ward. And because of that vision, Roxkids were watching 3 heroes of PR just roaming around. I'm not quite sure if that was a bad Manadule Scepter from the Zeus or not. He was dead no matter what.
Maybe he was just toying with his prey.
He could also do that with the taunt. Easy duel. J4's dead. 108 bonus damage now.
He should have slept himself. As soon as he saw that Legion Commander, he should have slept himself. I'm sure he probably thought they didn't have him. Cheshire Cat. He's dead.
It's like lemmings walking to the edge of a bridge.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know there's going to fall off the edge. Either that or they'll blow themselves up and then kill every other lemming on the field. I missed that game. Point 4 by Seedoy. That's a little aggressive.
But a Heart and an Aegis he can afford to be.
Oh, wonderful hit. Big Num with the stuns and with a follow-up silence. Ghostic. Well, he's still got that BKB that allows the Legion Commander to back the hell out. The Ice Blast will hit the Invoker. It's actually that's the Aghanim's Ice Blast too, so that Invoker's going to sit back. The Sunstrike will allow him to be involved in the fight, killing up the Ancient Apparition with the Sunstrike. But the Revenge is just a nuke down. In fact, with the Thunder God's Wrap, the Invoker actually shatters as well. They force Starfiol forward. He's got his Burrow Strike available. They go with a kick. So maybe this still won't be successful. They keep him up in the air. There's a Burrow Strike finally going to happen. But the Legion Commander will go down. Invoker will take almost 900 gold from getting that kill. Seedoy wanted to be the one to die and fall on his sword, or in this case, Lance. Because he's still walking around with that Aegis.
I was like just kind of hoping beyond hope there that Power Rangers would actually, because it just looks so beautiful, right? 3-man stun into a 3-man tornado EMP. But then both Phantom Lancer and Sand King came back with so much HP. I think they were missing, they didn't have any mana, so they didn't take much damage from EMP. Plus Phantom Lancer super tanky.
Cedo's going to care now that the Ember Spirit's coming back to life.
I'll take your...
I'm almost waiting for like how long is that Thunder God's Wrath going to be? It's a guaranteed kill on both Big Num as well as J4 if you get a Refresher Orb ulti for BZZ if the Ice Blast connects.
Oh yeah.
Like that's guaranteed kills. Even on the Ember Spirit, I think he's dead after that.
Gotta start getting those value cloaks. Big Num does have the Ags. That's could change things. Could. We'll see. Oh, the duel on bottom. They have the duel too. They don't even need it. Jesus. Holy cow.
He's got 126 bonus damage.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see his choice of next item. Because he could just go all-out damage at this point. But you'd have to drop like your TP scroll for that or something. Like, you could just finish up the Silver Edge, but I don't see exactly what Silver Edge would be good against.
It's more about the stat efficiency. Like if you have a Shadow Blade and you're running out of slots, like the like Sage gives you a decent amount of strength. So, but you're right, it's not amazing.
Rocks looking for the last fight to win it all. While the Ember's down, they can force things. J4 being the one initiated on. Diffuse the blade so quickly.
I take my offering.
And 40 seconds without him. Here comes your Ice Blast as they're trying to hide inside the base. They are going to dodge it, but with the Thunder God's Wrath and the Lightning Blast, the Ice Blast didn't even chill them. Because if that happened, then you'd probably be losing the Pugna right now. And now the Ember's back alive again. Ghostic instantly blinks forward looking for the duel target. But Illidan slide a fist forward him that time to not get dueled.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Again, like PR can't even catch a break. That sentry was, again, just off the mark. Such a hard life.
They're not having a good time with that.
At least they get this one. They can at least take out this sentry ward. But they're looking for the kill. So Illidan runs forward. Now they start. There's your duel. Illidan is the frontliner again and instantly gets blown up. You will be able to get the revenge. The Legion Commander will end up dying. Thanks to that Invoker Deafening Blast from a little bit further down the river. So I suppose trade-offs like that are good, but you've also got forced after Burrow Strike once again. Catching the Bane out of position, allowing for a very simple pick-off. And they find more. Doppelgangering over. There's still another 6 diffuser blade charges.
Oh no, he stoned an illusion. Or no, he stoned Cheshire Cat, sorry. Big Nub really needed to catch Seedoy there. He had to catch Seedoy in order to come back into this game. Turn him into stone, pull him back, kick him into the fountain, and you know, hope that you can actually kill him there.
And at least Rocks gets kind of instantly pushed for the bottom lane. I say can't. They could force it. But there's no reason to when the creep waves are this far up. They just push him out, farm him up. You get the Octarine Core now for the Zeus. So his big item has arrived. Illidan. They're preparing a trap. That's got to be what this is right now. Check the corners, hide in the trees, wait for someone to come a little bit closer, and then kill him. We don't have a BKB on the Invoker. Illidan's still just a Battle Fury. At least the Battle Fury is amplified by the PL having more of himself. Problem is, the PL is just so damn strong. He's got a Skadi now coming out to him on the Courier. He's already got 2.7k HP.
Trying to brush up on my Japanese right now, Toby.
What's
the Illidan's effigy?
Hang on, let me...
it's the Morphling one.
Is that actually Japanese?
Yes, that is most definitely Japanese. Oh,
well, if Cap can't work it out, I'm sure the chat can translate for you.
It's fine.
He looks like such a sad Morphling. They found Big Num. Thunder God's Wrath revealed him and Seedoy kills him. Considering the cooldown of Thunder God's Wrath now is only 67 seconds, it's so easy to spam it just for that kind of positional thing. So setting traps to PR is almost impossible. Yeah. And they just do another... Oh, that's another solo kill.
Yeah, there it is. They finally call it.
GG. That's it.
I was sitting there going like, there is no way they can't... I can't believe they were taking this punishment for so long.
It's a 212 Ember. A 212 Ember.
Yeah, that made no sense.
Like, Illidan is going to be sitting there going, why did I agree to this? Like, why am I here? I come a stand-in, and I'm getting, like, just destroyed. Alright.
It's something about World Without God, but I don't know what some of the rest of it is. It's been too long since I studied Japanese.
Well, I've got no idea, so I'm not going to help you on that one. What I can help you with is our next game, if anyone was wondering. No, it didn't start without us. We'll be having our 2 matchups for Team Liquid. They go up against Hellraiser to start with, and then the last series of the night, Empire. So another 4 games of Dota. Every game in the DotaPit group stage is a 2-game series, so stay tuned. We'll be back for more of that action.
There's something building in the air. I can feel it, I can feel it. It's pressing down on me and I can barely breathe. Oh, can you feel it? And I'm surrounded everywhere.